بلا طول سيره وحلقة خاصة بذكرى 13 نيسان. مع طرح إعلان فيلم بيروت الأمريكي من فترة قريبة، قامت القيامة بلبنان على أنه الفيلم بيشوه سمعة اللبنانيين وسمعة العاصمة اللبنانية. الحرب ما بتخلص لما تخلص، والدليل بهالتقرير اللي بيتناول ملف الرهائن الأجانب بلبنان.
بيروت في الحرب مدينة الموت والفوضى وخطف الرهائن. انتهت الحرب، ولكن بقيت هذه الصورة مطبوعة إلى اليوم في الثقافة الشعبية الغربية.
Welcome to Beirut.
نعرف ذلك من خلال تعاطي بعض المسلسلات والأفلام العالمية كمسلسل هوملاند الذي يتناول قضايا متعلقة بالإرهاب في الوقت الراهن، أو فيلم بيروت الأمريكي الذي تجري أحداثه في حقبة الثمانينات.
3 nights ago, an American was pulled off the street in West Beirut.
شغلت قضية الرهائن الأجانب في لبنان الإعلام اللبناني، وكان الخبر الوحيد الذي يهتم به العالم بينما كانت بيروت تحترق بنيران تقاتلها الداخلي. وصل عدد الرهائن الأجانب المخطوفين في لبنان في العقد الثامن إلى 104 من 21 بلدا غربيا. توفي أو قتل ما لا يقل عن 8 من الرهائن في الأسر. هرب 6 منهم، فيما تحول الباقون إلى مادة مفاوضات سرية بين الغرب وسوريا وإيران، وربط مصيرهم بالأحداث الكبرى التي كانت تدور في الشرق الأوسط.
صورت في بيروت لحظة إيصال الرهينة بول هيل إلى مدخل فندق سامرلاند في بيروت الغربية، حيث تسلمها رئيس جهاز الاستخبارات السورية في لبنان العميد الركن غازي كنعان.
وعلى الفور عقد اجتماع قصير بين الوزيرين ولاية وبويز. الوزير الإيراني الذي قطعت كلمته زحمة الصحفيين مرات عدة تحدث بالفارسية، مشيرا إلى أن إيران ضد اختطاف الرهائن ولا بد من إطلاق جميع المخطوفين.
أقفل ملف الرهائن نهائيا بعد 2 من انتهاء الحرب، وذلك بإطلاق آخر رهينتين أجنبيتين عام 1992، وكان من التابعية الألمانية.
وكان الراهنتان الألمانيتان قد خطفا في 16 من أيار 1989 من جنوب لبنان، وبإطلاقهم ينتهي آخر فصل من ملف الرهائن.
وفيما تبقى تجارب هؤلاء الرهائن عبر كتب وشهادات قدموها مادة مثيرة لاهتمام وسائل الإعلام الغربية، لا تزال وجهة نظر الخاطفين مجهولة حتى اليوم بغياب من يتحمل المسؤولية أمام التاريخ.
هالتقرير من سلسلة التاريخ عندما كان خبرا على التلفزيون اللي بننهيها الليلة، وبعتقد ذكرى الحرب هي أحسن مناسبة للختام، خاصة كمان أنه وجدت نفسي فجأة بهالسلسلة وبعدني بعتقد مش كتير حاضر لهالشي. ضيفي بهالفقرة هو الايرلندي براين كينن اللي خطف في بيروت سنة 1986 واستمر محتجز حتى سنة 1990. 4 سنوات ونص احتلت صورة كينن عناوين الأخبار العالمية كواحد من الرهائن الغربيين ببيروت. التقينا فيه ببيروت خلال زيارة قام فيها من فترة وسجلنا معه هالحوار.
On the 11th of April of 1985, I was leaving my apartment in Rue d'Amérique to walk to school. I was teaching in AUB. It was early in the morning. I think my first class was at maybe 8 o'clock. I came out of the villa, walked through the garden, and opened the gate to walk onto the street. I set down my briefcase, locked the gate. And I noticed, I remember it clearly, across the street from me was an old Mercedes. It was hand painted, I could tell. The bottom half was green and the top was, the roof was cream. As I turned to walk down the street, the Mercedes came across and parked beside me, and the doors opened. And I couldn't get past with the doors open. I thought someone was getting out of the car, so I stopped to let them out. But they weren't just getting out of their car, they were getting out for me. So 4 men jumped out with guns and said, get in, get in, get in. So I just got into the car thinking, it's nothing, I'm Irish, they can't keep me for long. what have I got to do with this? And drove off and disappeared for 4.5 years. So I was going to work, going to school, and I went on a very long holiday. I got in the back. There was a guy beside me. He told me to put my head down. So I put my head down on his knee. So my head was resting on his knee, and he was stroking my head. But the other guy had the gun, this head. So one guy was stroking my head. And then they drove into, I don't know, an underground passageway. It's very dark, lots of rubble and stuff. And then they told me to get out of the car. And they took me around to the back of the car. And then they opened the boot and told me to get in. So I got in the boot, and the boot closed, and they all got into the car, and the car drove off. It probably drove around for about, I don't know, maybe half an hour, maybe more. And then it stopped. They took me out, walked me into a building which I think was, it looked like a basement car park. I didn't know. And then downstairs, stairways, and into a small room. I found out later they thought, because I was teaching English in AUB, they assumed I was either American or British. And I didn't have my passport with me. I left it in my villa. So I tried to tell them I was Irish. No, you're a spy. Yeah, I'm not a spy. So I couldn't prove that I was Irish.
You're English. I'm Irish.
And then some days later, maybe a week, my friends published in On the Hot my passport with my photo. So that was okay. And and I think at some time, around the same time, the Margaret Thatcher was in government in England, and I come from the north of Ireland, Belfast, you know, so I know wars, but the north of Ireland is still controlled by the British. So she made a statement on the British news that another British subject has been kidnapped in Lebanon. So I became a spy, because I'm Irish. Margaret Thatcher says I'm British, so my captor said, you were a spy. It's not pleasant. I didn't wish it. I didn't want it. I hear nothing, I see nothing. How do I know I'm alive? I am in the dark 24 hours. So I wake up in the mornings and I think, am I alive? Because I don't see, it's pitch black. A hostage is like someone hanging by their fingernails over the edge of chaos and feeling their fingers slowly straightening, and then you fall away and you disappear. The more they beat me, the more valuable I became. They give me a sense of myself, because before that I was nothing. But if they come in and beat me, I'm alive. I have a sense of who I am. I am something. I am worth something. I tell myself I am worth something. They put me in a van with, and I knew there were other people there who were hostages. I couldn't see them, I was blindfolded. And we were sitting in the back for a long time. The van didn't move. And I knew because of the quiet that the other persons were hostages. Because you know the way people breathe, there's nervous breathing, there's the air is filled with anxiety and stress. And I put my hand out and touched the person beside me on the foot. Just gently touched him. Because it was the first person I touched in nearly a year. Just to say it's okay, it's okay. To make contact, to have communication with somebody. Then we drove off. And he took me out of the van somewhere and threw me into a room. So I stood with my blindfold on, listen. Because when you can't see all your other senses, I knew my guards by their smell. I knew who they were. Each one had his own scent. I knew them. And I waited in silence. Couldn't smell any guards. But there was someone in the room. So I waited. And then slowly I began to lift my blindfold. Slowly. And I saw a pair of feet. And then legs. And then a chest. And then a head. And another face going slowly lifting like a blindfold. And it turned out to be it was a British journalist called John McCarthy. And I spent a lot of time with McCarthy. If I had have met him in the street at another time, I would not have liked him. Because he's very polite, posh, awfully English. And he wouldn't have liked me because of my politics and the way I think. But here we were together, two very, very different persons who in a normal life would not have liked one another. I would not have spoken to him, or I would have got angry with him. But not now. This is a different world we inhabit. We now inhabit a different reality. And I suppose you quickly learn, very, very quickly, that. I remember saying to John McCarthy, you don't exist here unless I do. And I don't survive here unless you do. I don't understand forgiveness. I leave forgiveness to people who understand it. The past is another country, and I leave that country in the past. The past it's over. It's gone. Lebanon is very seductive. And seductive things are very dangerous. So I like to come here. I like being here. I like the food. Even though they're all very different, there's a sense of welcome. You know, I am sure I have met or I have walked past men who beat me, but I wouldn't recognize them. Maybe they might recognize me. It doesn't matter. There's something else here that's better than that.
بلا طول سيرة مستمر معكم بعد الإعلان.